Are you looking to add new music to your library? We're going to show you 10 records from our collection behind us that we think need your attention. So there's so much music out there in the world that when someone shows me a band that I like and resonates with me, I never let that band go.
Right.
We thought we'd pull some hidden gems from our collection, tell you about them, and let you decide if you want to add them to your collection or just your streaming library. Why don't we start with you?
Oh gosh, I'm first.
You're first.
Okay, so I feel like I pulled a lot of bigger band members' solo projects.
Don't look comfortable on camera.
Okay.
That's my theme today.
All right.
So my first one would be Half Noise Flowers, and that is Paramore's Zach. Kind of indie mood, really like groovy. It's fun and it gets stuck in my head all the time. Like this EP, like every single song. So, but no complaints from me. It's my favorite from him.
Half Noise.
Half Noise.
Flowers with two
Two
S's. I got a story, because I always have a story.
Of course you do.
I lived in Austin, Texas for about 13 years, so I think it's pretty much goes without saying that I discovered a lot of local music. One that stuck with me was a pure accident. Her name is Emily Wolfe, and this is her self-titled album. My friend's old band opened for her. She walks on stage with her band, and I'm like, who is this? It is some of the dirtiest blues guitar I've ever heard. And she has such a unique voice and message and just the way she tells a story with her songs. It's really hard to compare her with other artists.
Yeah.
But if you're into that just straight blues rock with belting vocals, this is definitely an album for you.
Yeah, it's so good. Moving on. My next pick is Harvard. And it was really hard to choose which Harvard album I wanted to pick because they're all hidden gems in my opinion. The Inevitable and I, kind of different. They have like the big crescendos and then like the slow, swayable kind of music. It's one of my favorites. I found them in my Tumblr days.
Making blogs.
Oh yeah,
blogging about stuff.
Exactly, it was so good. Good old days. So I saw them in a very small bar in New Orleans. And there was maybe 20 people in there. I was watching the openers. Some really tall guy was standing in front of me and I couldn't really see. Harvard gets up on the stage, come to find out it was the singer that was the really tall guy blocking me.
I picked this next one for the metal fans that watch this channel. I absolutely adore this band. They got a silly name and I dig silly names. Bong Ripper.
You forgot smoking lamp.
The Great Barrier Reefer. Bong Ripper is a 4-piece instrumental band from Chicago. Think of it as like the lo-fi hip-hop of metal. It's super drony, heavy, like you just want to headbang the whole time you're listening to it. If you're a fan of Sleep, Electric Wizard, Conan, Monolord, you will really dig this band, and it's awesome background music to put on when, you just really don't want to think.
I really like Bong Ripper a lot. My next one is Jaws of Love. Tasha Sits Close to the Piano. It is Kelsey of Local Native solo project, and it's just the sweetest album cover because...
Is it Tasha sitting close to the piano?
No, but it's her paw in his palm. So sweet. Very personal. I feel like he puts a lot of like himself into these albums. So if you like Local Natives feel, but a little bit slower, a little more indie, give it a listen. It's so good.
I think indie's your theme today.
It's definitely my theme. I think it's obviously my favorite. I think everybody knows that by now.
Yeah, and if they've seen any of our pickup videos, they definitely know that.
Yeah.
This person was the first show I saw when I moved to Austin at the end of 2009, I think it was, from Kerrville, Texas, Possessed by Paul James. The album is There Will Be Nights When I Am Lonely. It is his second album, but I think this is where he started to come into his own. If you mix country, bluegrass, and punk rock, and they just had a musical baby, that's what this would sound like.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is his best album. And if you like Tyler Childers, kind of solo country bluegrass artists, then you're definitely in the right spot with Possessed by Paul James.
I remember when we first started talking, and you sent me videos of you at a show that you went to.
Yeah, it was
Fun. Another solo project called Merriment The album is called Sway. So Mary Mint is Christy. She is a sister of the Isley group. It's really folky and kind of dreamy, and you can tell she's just like sings about heartbreak, sings about yearning for love, and she got that now. So it's kind of really sweet. She's the sweetest and the cutest. So of course that album just reflects that.
I'm in the instrumental phase of my listening career, if you will. Viceratops is a side project of Matt and Chris from the RX Bandits. It's this instrumental, mathy, groovy, kind of distorted jams. They refer to it as moment of conception music. They like to say they made music for musicians.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can find this on streaming, or I haven't seen that record sell on Discogs in years, if at
Super
all.
hidden gem.
So yeah, it's a very hidden gem. If you can find the audio for Viceratops self-titled EP, I would definitely recommend checking it out.
Perma, Two of a Crime.
Tell me about Perma.
So again, Isley, the main lady of Isley, Miss Sherry, and her lovely husband Max of Say Anything. It's so fun. It's like their couple project, I guess.
Kind of like what we do, but they're far more
music.
talented.
Yeah, they're so fun and quirky, and this album is signed by them.
Because Max has such a unique voice. It's Say Anything and Isley as like a mashup.
Yeah.
Singing Bonnie and Clyde type love songs.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's good stuff.
It's great. I love them.
My last one, I'm a little bit biased because I've known these dudes in some form or another and over the last 15 years. You, me, and everyone we know, this hidden gem is something heavy. Wonderful musicianship, great songwriting, probably some of the most self-aware songwriting I've ever heard. The best way I can describe this album is if you listen to pop punk as a teenager, or like you were an emo kid and you actually grew out of that phase, and some band you listened to grew with you. Super catchy hooks. If you're fans of, I don't know, Spanish love songs and like Mannequin Pussy, then you're in a position where you will probably end up liking this band.
Yeah.
And there you have it. Those are our 10 albums that we think you should check out and add to your collection, whether that be vinyl, CD, maybe cassette, digital. At least give them a shot, because finding new music is so much fun. And when it clicks, it clicks.
Yeah, and all of these, like, truly are hidden gems. So if you have any hidden gems that you think we should listen to, because, you know, who doesn't love sharing music? Put them down in the comments. We'd like to listen.
Listen to more music.
Yeah, share music.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies.
Yeah, I guess. Shoot it from the rooftops.
Y'all be easy.
Shout it from the rooftops.
Shoot it from the rooftops.
Take care of yourselves
And each other.
and each other.
Have a good night.